the topic of homelessness. Good luck riding when you, abandoned, find yourself in the hands of your enemy. Goddamn French, English, fucking Yanks, after all you did for your country. Now lying in a dark hole with X's on the door, X's on the door, X's on the door, waiting for your turn to die or rot. Who claims you? Not your mom. Strife to shit. Questioning if you were even shat out her womb. She doesn't want you telling me. She doesn't want you telling me. She told the police about you. She told the police about you. Magazines tell me. And I'll start again. Who claims you? Not your father. Ungrateful asshole used you to get in the army and then disappeared like a bitch. Tail tucked between his legs, using your macaroni pictures, whatever that means, to get laid by semi-attractive women looking for a little fun. Is that who you think will come to rescue? Then I'll start again. Who claims you? Your child? Who do you think put you here in the first place? You and 3,000 of your countrymen that just wanted to earn a living, spare a life, or spar with a soldier or two. No. Your child doesn't want you, she wants your neck. Your child doesn't want you, she wants your neck. On the topic of grace.
Depart a moment, and voice.
And choice.
And begging towards the days.
And droughts.
And fix up old bridges and tonsil straps, stood for a grip, letting go a grip. Sorry, sir, for what she's done to your arm, as it was preferred once and preferred less. Give me deterrence. This is the only way to digest the fact that the deacons and rabbi of the continent can't eat or drink without spitting. Hash what mouses they have. My name. On the topic of ugly old women.
They seem to vote.
On the topic of fame, it's not like you tried to get big. It's not like you, born of modest means, told your story to the Post, to the Gazette, to the Times, to the Today Show, whatever that means, to Le Bien Informe, to Louise, to Harold, to James, and to the other James, and to Tony, to get yourself to the sought-after stature of Godhead, Principal, President, or Prime Minister. It's not like you tried to get Harvey Keitel to wear your hat, whatever that means. It's not like you wanted to be burned in effigy. You rapped to prove points and convinced those in charge to change in one way or another their views on the wages of excise officers and hereditary hierarchy and land value and taxation and abolition and fucking bridges.
Not to put too much faith in the words of your leaders, or anyone who wears military trench coats or cheap flag pins on their somewhat expensive suits, or anyone who says the phrase, in this day and age, or anyone pious. Anyone even the littlest bit pious is not to be trusted. Also, Virgos. Yes, also Virgos. Those fuckers hang around coming in, fucking drunk from fucking Hoboken or something, and you want to beat them in the shit with the bathroom, motherfuckers! Where are you from exactly? New Rochelle. Rochelle? What's in New Rochelle? Libraries.
And
intersections.
And
a really good ice cream
next
place.
to
Grave markers.
And
supermarkets.
With
the occasional parade.
And
the occasional assault.
And
the occasional militant occupation.
And
trees.
Or
different types of fauna.
And
at least one little stream.
Next to
at least one little pretty sizable river.
And
a hillside.
With
a bad track record for supporting constructions.
So
eventually we'll move our theater house 70 so west.
When?
Unclear.
So
on the hillside.
Yes.
A slant of the earth.
Yes.
A tiny stream.
Yes.
2 small bridges over them.
Can't be too careful.
But you can't be too bold.
Fuck religion.
That's an example.
Fuck the USA.
That's another one.
George Washington.
That guy was a prick anyways.
On the topic of quality. We esteem too lightly what we obtain too cheap. We esteem too lightly what we keep too cheap. We esteem too lightly what we keep too cheap. We esteem too lightly what we keep too cheap. We esteem too light what we keep too cheap. We esteem too little what we taint too brittle. We esteem too little what we taint too brittle. We esteem too little what we taint too poor. We stop too slightly when we esteem too cheap. We stop too slightly when we esteem too tightly. We esteem too lightly when we esteem too slightly. We stop too slightly when we esteem too lightly. We steer too slightly when we esteem too lightly. We steer too slightly when we esteem too lightly. We steer too slightly when we esteem too lightly. We steer too slightly when we esteem too lightly. We steer too slightly when we stare too deeply. We steer too slightly when we stare too deep. We stare too lightly when we stare too deep. We stare too light when we stare too deep. We stare too light when we stare too deep. We stare too light when we stare too deep. We stare too light when we stare too deep. We stare too light when we stare too deep. We stare too light when we earn too deep. We sing too light when we earn too deep. We sing too light when we're in too deep. We sing too loose when we're in too deep. We sing too loose when we ring too dearly. We sing too Lucy when we ring too dear. We sing to Lucy when we rhyme to Deuce. We sing to Lucy when we rhyme to Dixie. We sing to Lucy when we rhyme to Dixie. We sing to Lucy when we rhyme to Dixie. We sing to Dixie when we meet the north. We sing to Dixie when we meet the north. It seems to Dixie what we are. It seems to Dixie what we are. Seems to Dixie what we are. Seems to Dixie what we are. It seems to Dixie what we are.
On the topic of commendation, a long habit of thinking a thing wrong gives it the superficial appearance of being right. Record line with those. Line with no one. Line yourself with. God, fuck it, missed it. Line yourself with. God. Now and again, whip it out and show your friends, show your colleagues, show your superiors, show those in around your house. Print it in large type. Print it on the sheets. Print it with few words. Print it with flowers showing the corners. Print and hide and sell it. Sell it and reap it. Reap it like the cold souls you are. Sell it like the cold souls you are. Figure that in a day or two. The vertigo will pass, and you'll be left with again like the Bible, with appropriate words cut out like a second Tom wanted it in your bloody left hand. Arrange your ideas in one book. Arrange your ideas in another book. Call that first book Peter. Call that second word Paul. Call Peter and tell him his opposite's doing all right. Call Paul and tell him his needs some more. Whatever it's going to make it to the Met. Whatever that means someday. Make it to the Met. Whatever that means someday. Make yourself a drink someday. Make yourself a strong cup of coffee and enjoy your mornings peering out the window from Marie's crisis. Whatever that means looking out on all the hipsters. Whatever that means fixing to get lunch and get laid and get less and less involved in politics in the academy as time goes on.
This, gentlemen, is the proper style of address from the well-bred ants to the monarch of the anthills. So, where you should have manifestos, you have these half-hearted self-critiques, trying to roll in a torrent of poetical metaphor, instead creeping along like mill drops down a cabbage leaf.
Fuck it, I'll start again. Hack it, wreck it, align yourself with others.
Less preachy.
Fuck it, I'll start again. Hack it, wreck it, align with others. Align with no one. Align with God. Now and again, whip it out and show your friends.
Which friends are you talking about?
True enough, I suppose. Fuck it, I'll start again. Hack it, wreck it, align with others. Align with no one. Align with God. Now and again, whip it out and show others.
I.e.
colleagues, superiors, those in and around your house. Print it in large type. Print it on less sheets.
Contradiction.
How so?
You can't print the same thing with larger type and expect it to use less sheets.
Sure you can.
How so?
Use less words.
So change it?
Yes.
As in...
Hack, wreck, align with God.
That changes the whole fucking message!
Hi, you're on the air. Quickly name one time you compromised your ideals. An idealist. Fuck it, I'll start again. Hack, wreck, align with... Whip it out, show us in charge. Print it with fewer words and more flowers. Print and hide and sell it and reap and sow it, show it to your soul. Figure in a day or two, the vertigo will pass and you'll be happy again. Call Peter, thank him for his opera. Call Paul, thank him for his opera. Drink coffee. Peer out the windows. Judge some motherfuckers. After all, believe what you will about God. You don't know someone's heart. You barely know your own bowels.
Oh, come on, Thomas. You're mumbling between mouthfuls of Kool-Aid and hash.
Hash we know. The fuck is Kool-Aid?
You're mumbling between mouthfuls of that.
Come on, Thomas. We have quartz. Well, you really don't have quartz. Oh, come on. No, really, you don't. All those poor motherfuckers with all their wants upon them, waking up in prison dealing with mountains of shit.
They never got their day in court.
They got a lot of swords. They got a series of strokes. They got a fucking lawyer from the fucking government fucking flea market.
Hi, you're on the air. Quickly, name one time you compromised your ideals.
Another fucking lawyer! We're not talking about Henry fucking Fonda here. Whoever that is. Henry Fonda. Whoever that is.
Henry
wouldn't
Fonda.
compromise his ideals.
Ne compromet pas
Henry
des
Fonda. Whoever Whoever that is would make it all understandable. Henry Fonda, whoever that is, wouldn't do billable hours. Henry Fonda, whoever that is, would stand up to the little guy. Bam! Henry would. Bam! Henry would. Bam! Henry would. Bam! Henry would. 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 I would have liked to have been played by Henry Fonda, whoever that is, slamming his hands on the table and saying things like, I may not know much of law, Mr. Felder, whoever that is, but I know what's right and what's wrong, and I know what you're asking is wrong. And nobody has to prove otherwise. The burden of proof is on the prosecution. The defendant doesn't even have to open his mouth. That's in the Constitution. And prejudice always obscures the truth. And if there was a law they was working with, maybe we could take it. But it ain't the law. They're working away our spirits, trying to make us cringe and crawl, taking away our decency. And how can you trust a man